Ebe anyị kerekwa m unu anụnụ breaking news na-akpọtụrụ na enyi nwoke udele nke n'obodo oyibo that's always wondering about. Ọ sị na at this point na udele na suffer kidney and liver failure. Na poison enyere udele na prison na-enye udele nsogbu. So like we said, Nnamdi Kanu kwara adịrị ya. So Nnamdi Kanu yebu ụzọ pụta first before amali ha na-eme udele. Because no matter how they try to fake these things, we did not believe them. They need to show us, number one, I need to go see a doctor's report that shows that this guy was actually in a prison. You go see a doctor's report, then you go see a doctor diagnose ya. We mother no na aya kidney, no na aya nka, no na aya nkozo. Then after that, then agwazi ya kedu mgbe ihe abidol on a prison kono we bido come where on outside the prison before the thing ebido. Because we need to put things in check. Mmadụ ole na-visit udele. Kedu na-ewetele ihe ọ na-eli ka ebe ọ na-eli nne ọsọsọ ya na-eli nne ebe ahụ. Because ọ bụ na ọsọsọ ya na-eli na-asị okay, there's every chances na okay na nwere ihe etili ya. Mana ọ bụ na ọ bụrụ ọsọsọ ya na-eli nne ebe a na-eli nne, which means there's foul play somewhere. Because ndị ọbụla ihe na-eli nne ebe udele na-eli nne should be tested as well. And thirdly, mmadụ ole na-evisit udele. Mmadụ ole na-evisit here. So by the time ekwubeli ihe, then we now know where to channel our energy to, where to channel our mind to. So that we know these things need to be investigated. Man, nke bịa sị na ihe ọbụla mere udele na ejide evangelist because nwanna ịtụgbu onwe gị na-asị. Ịtụgbu gịnị onwe gị na-asị. So onye kpata nkọ ahụhụ dị ya na ya na-abụje emewe. Mgbe udele na-agbalali mgbe na John live video aba mba ekwu na nwere ihe na-eme na nwere ihe na-eme. Kịta ihe emewego unu chọwa ị na-eme nso unu ya esi wee na-agbagali. A grant gunu si unu okay for this man to have access to other things aka mmalụ mgbe a na-sentence ya jegunu nje wete oye buzo tụọla 60 million naira na na-agbọwa can remind kwunu. Then after that ọkpọta mmadụ na-abụ nwe property na a specific location na Lagos that is worth 1 billion naira each ka the 2 billion echekwelu akwa 5 billion no 1 ka 2 ka 5 ọ bụ na o si na the billion nọ ya. Then ọkpọta level highest levels 18 level ka 16 level government civil servant ya kpochi ya kpụta. Then ndị ahịa stand ya weta their international passport maka in case nwoke mevu ka malaka esime. This is what you people should put into action first. Ọ bụrụ bịa mepe GoFundMe account unu ka we are able to raise 700,000 naira ọ na-aka m na-amaghị eji wee jụọ ụmụ ahịa. Ọ bụkwa aka na-amaghị eji wee jụọ ụmụ ahịa. That's what I'm asking. So biko nu chọọ ihe ọzọ iyi ekwu not come and be telling us na udele nwe kidney and gịnị nwe failure. Ọ bụrụ ọta ada ka anyị fụwala Hausa na ụta na ọ nwere onye ha ji wee gba. So nwanna look for something better to say. Godin.
Please, as you're coming in, share the video, tag as many blogs as you can, tag the Nigerian police. Sorry, yeah, I've unmuted. I hope my voice is coming out now. Tag the Nigerian police, tag the IG, tag any media outlets, tag as much people as you can, with what is happening. It is difficult at this minute for us, but I must, let everyone know the updates. I know many of us are worried, but I'll quickly play a video and show you guys. But before that, I just want to make it out clear. Thank you, Lady G. Carlo. Thank you, Don Lady G. Carlo. Thank you for the 530 stars. To bring us up to speed, Ijele at the minute is fighting for his life. Most of us must have seen the news from the last video I made on his page and from the publications or the post from his lawyers, Adeyi Chambers, and that on Sahara reporters that he was coughing out blood while in detention, and sadly, it is Ijele, an attempt was made on his life. Currently, his liver and his kidney is affected. The only thing is the hospital where these tests have been run, and for the record, for close to a week, he's been in critical condition. He's been in hospital admission. Ijele has no history of underlying health issue. He has no history with anything kidney. But at this minute, his kidneys has been, the substance they poisoned him with in the correctional center has affected his liver and has affected his kidney. That today, my brother and friend Chukwu Kofebu is undergoing dialysis. These are difficult times for us. I've tried as much as to hold myself together. And I'm putting this on record. Whatever happens to Chukwu Kofebu, Ebukobi should be held accountable. The Nigerian Correctional Center, Ikoyi, they need to be investigated. How somebody who was ill and healthy in their facility got poisoned, even if they are not releasing the results. Ijele has no underlying health issue. He has never had anything relating to kidney. But from the information available to me and to those of us who are privy to information, his liver, is attacked. His kidney, I can tell you these guys, for the record, Ijele has undergone dialysis twice, and we're looking for him to go on other dialysis. From the tests that were run, some foreign substance were seen around his kidney area. And I've tried to hold this because I understand he has family, he has loved ones, but then this has to be said. And those of us who are close to the cycle, we know how much we battled with these guys all the way from Nasarawa, when it was in Nasarawa Kefi Correctional Center, all their malicious activities, all they've tried to do, he had no such issues. He has never suffered anything relating to, in his medical history, all of a sudden in Lagos, where, he was remanded. We had no source, to safeguard his food and his water or things he eats. He has no family, and he has no means of that in Lagos. So basically, he solely relied on eating from, I think, the restaurant or whatever facility. And he started feeling unwell a couple of days. And, it became so bad about 2 weeks that he started coughing up blood. Through his lawyers, they had to, ask the correctional center to take him to hospital, which they were very reluctant till they saw how bad it was, that he almost got into coma. And I don't know the substance because they refused to release the toxicology reports. But those substance or whatever they used was targeted to shut down his body organs, put him into shock. And those of us who are close to the cycle, we know how malicious these guys are. They've not hidden their intentions. They've always said this on public and social media space, from their, Ogechi Okeke Njaka and other persons that are malicious. They've always said it, that their target is to make sure that Ijele does not survive and come out alive. And they've been, carrying out their words. They've been doing this. So guys, I just want to play a quick short video. This video was made I wouldn't say this post. Let me just find that video and play it. You know, it was played after Ijele was arrested. Guys, just give me 1 minute, please.
Bluetooth mode.
Imana, Ebuka stand to be misunderstood. Whatever I said, they will twist it and turn it around just to make money on Facebook. All of them will come out. Begin to carry on Ebuka.
So guys, I hope you can see the video.
So if you want to be famous, attack somebody that is famous. Or Ebuka has a lot of members that when you talk about him negatively, so many of his members will come to react and you have views. Inana chega, kidney transplant. If coming on social media to lie against me, talking rubbish, twisting the message to make Facebook money, where will you be to eat the money? I am making surgery na anus. We put him last time, and I am going to plan on ground. Anything you said about me now, you must prove it beyond human everything. You must prove it very, very well. We have men now that will keep you busy for 1 year and 2 years. In a case, I am pouring egg online. Every a case, Ebuka. A man, I want to hear in the mother than well. I would have been for. I am mother put on Facebook. Now you go. Can there be a case in wait? In how many churches in Nigeria are there to me? And they be a book case in Kinebuko. Oh my God, we don't post. We decided to be humble. We're already out. I'm going to the second twice. I'm a dragging. Keep on busy. Until they go in what kind of Facebook I go. Next time, a man I did my EBR. Very chileka, Katoya Ijele Mane.
Wonderful counselor.
Amen.
Amen.
Let me go back to my teaching.
Evangelist Ebukobi has given a serious warning to those of you bloggers.
Guys, I hope most of us heard what he said. Basically, if we had a system, an institution that's working, this calls for serious investigation. He made bold that they've had every plans on ground, that the bloggers who are posting about him, analyzing his videos, social media space, that they will suffer kidney issues. Bear it in mind, he has no hidden his intentions, and even boasting how they have the judges, which are the judiciaries, and these are the people that have been, compromising in all aspects in this instance. Now the question is this: Ijele has no underlying health issue. Never in his life has he suffered anything relating to liver or kidney. We are asking the hospital to release all the tests, all the results, and establish how his kidney got infected, badly infected while in Lagos Correctional Center. Most of us, we know how these guys, they've battled to have their way while he was in Nasarawa Kefi. But then officers of that correctional centers are professionals. They stood their ground. They never compromised, even when they try to, impersonate the Kefi Correctional Center with another warder who does not work within their facilities. I have made a video and I mentioned this. They know that while he was in Nasarawa, they couldn't have their way to, carry out their malicious intent and evil plans. So again, like he boasted that he has all the judges in his pockets. On the 15th of May, fraudulently, Magistrate Mawaleyana signed a production warrant, and I can say for a fact they had some malicious intent that day. But I believe for us, making it known on social media must have hindered their plans. And us as Nigerians, we must not deny the facts. We've seen how many police prosecutors are compromising on various cases involving Nigerians. More recently, the case with the missing 2 girls, and how the police, whatever team of police officers they were taking him to Abuja, how they came up with the story that Andrew wanted to run, they shot him dead. On that 15th, if those of us who got wind of this information hadn't come to social media to raise that alarm, probably they would have proceeded by road to go to Lagos, and who knows the story that would have, become the order of the day. It would have been, our fears would have been it. But then, having raised that alarm, they had a change of plan. They stayed over in a police station in Abuja or somewhere within Nasarawa and Abuja, which I would mention. The next day, they had to go by air. They flew down to Lagos State, and while he was in Lagos Correctional Facility, after a week or so, he started feeling unwell. And not until last week, he started coughing up blood. His lawyers had to put pressure for him to be, moved to a hospital, which they were resistant. And at last, they did it. But I can say this, I don't have myself together. I've never been myself. But I can say this, Ijele's, an attempt has been made on his life. I can say this, it is for the institution, the correctional center, and the police, prosecutors. They should be held accountable that today, Ijele, I can tell you guys, he has undergone 2 dialysis, and any human being who knows what a dialysis is, who undergoes a dialysis if it's not somebody with a kidney issue. And meanwhile, before he was transferred to Lagos Correctional Center, he was ill and healthy. Ijele has never suffered any kidney issue in his life. He has no symptom of it, but all of a sudden he became so unwell that even part of the x-ray they did see blood clots around his, heart. So even if they are not releasing the results, but we have spoken to a few medical experts here and there. From all the conditions, it points to that this is someone who was, whose system was induced with some chemical substance, or, who was poisoned while in detention. So I am putting all this out here just to let everyone of his fans know. Unfortunately, his family, if they will learn through, if they're going to have this news through this, and my sincere apologies. I do not mean to upset them. I know he had aged parents and loved ones as well. But at this minute, we must say this, as it is. And if Ijele do not make it, Ebukobi is the #1 person that should be held accountable. He is the nominal complainant. He made this boast. Him and his associated person, Accusations Idume, should be held accountable. Ogechi Njaka should be held accountable. And the Nigerian Correctional Center, they should be held accountable. They need to explain to Nigerians and, to the entire world how someone in their facility got in contact with such a substance that today he is badly ill. And for majority of us, those who are, I wouldn't want to say this, but it's time for most people to reevaluate their faith. Most of these persons who parade themselves to be pastors and, God of men, not until you have a personal encounter with them in these directions, you don't know how malicious, how, poisonous these people are in thought and in deed. And I can say this for a fact, Chukwuka is ill and he's on dialysis. He has had 2 dialysis so far. And this is someone in the history, since birth, he has never had anything relating to kidney. He has never had anything relating to, liver infection. But as I speak today, his kidney is, attacked. He has gone for 2 dialysis. And to be on dialysis, he's ill. And I'm saying this, he's fighting for his life. And on our own part, we are doing everything possible to ensure he gets the treatment he needs. But for now, that is all I can say. It's quite a heartbreaking experience for most of us. And this has been our greatest fear. And unfortunately, our fear has become a reality because they have been so malicious from the very first day. And those of us who know what is going on, in all instances, they've made their threat in the open and, in secret and within their cycle that Chukwuka would not come out alive, that he would not make it out alive. And I'm putting out this on record for every concerned citizens of Nigeria to know that this is the current situation of things. And, it is what it is. Unfortunately, we are dealing with a group of people who, these institutions that should protect the citizens are compromising. And these are part of all the grand plan. While I would say this, such a stringent bail condition was, issued. And even if I know this case is before a court, but every Nigerian should ask a civil case having a bail bond of 50 million. Then I ask again, the former aviation minister under the Buhari's administration, who is currently facing prosecution for, I think, if I will call it embezzlement or diversion of public fund to the tune of almost 17 billion. His bail bond is 100 million. Not to mention the former governor of Anambra State. Even with the cases EFCC have had with few Nigerians, and none of them, their bail bond exceeded 10 million. And the former governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, his bail bond is below 50 million. And any Nigerian should ask this question: how can a court pronounce for a civil case? It's not a felony, it's not a criminal case, it's not a case of wire fraud, it's not a case of financial fraud, and a court pronounces a 50 million bail bond. It's a question everybody needs to ask. Most people will say, do not speak. But at the end of the day, I owe him that as a brother, as a friend, to be his voice, the same way he has been the voice for so many Nigerians who are going through oppression, suppression, intimidation, and trials. As at now, all I pray for is for him to recover, because he's critically ill. Because personally, I've had that experience when my immediate elder, the chances are someone having a kidney infection on dialysis, if not a kidney transplant, the chances of surviving it is slim. We've seen loved ones, friends who has, had this issue. But here, I want to make something clear. Ijele was ill and healthy prior going into detention. In Nasarawa, he was ill and healthy, never ill, never any issue till they fraudulently transferred the case to Lagos, having remanded in Ikoyi, and there he started feeling unwell after a week or so, and he's been complaining of his health, not until he started coughing up blood. Then he got to, let his doctors know, his lawyers know, and they started putting pressures to the facility. And today, I know a few tests have been run. One thing I can establish, which is the truth, that Ijele has undergone 2 dialysis. Blood clot was seen around his heart. His liver is infected. Guys, share this video. That is the best we can do for him now. Let's put it out there. They've won their trophy. They vowed to have him, never come out alive. And that is almost the case. Guys, I'll leave you now. It's been such a traumatic experience. It's been such a sad one. And if Ijele's crime was to speak up for the Southeast, to fight, to speak up for Nigerian, the same institution, in particular the police, Ijele stood for the police, spoke for the police, and fought for the police. In many instances, even shared intelligence with the police relating to the insecurities in the Southeast. But today, the police prosecutors are those who are maliciously prosecuting him, who has put him in this state. And it's so sad to see the institutions working against the will of justice, that today, and no one can deny this, Ijele got in contact with whatever substance that has weakened his liver and has affected his kidney in the correctional center. Thank you guys, and good night from here.